showtime!
Today I'm making the horrible decision to turn Genshin into a roguelite. Now, what the hell does that even mean? It means that I'm going to start myself out all the way down at floor 1 of the Spiral Abyss, and I'm going to see just how far I can get with slowly earning upgrades along the way that will be completely determined by everyone's favorite unforgiving bitch of a mechanic, RNG. Every single floor I complete is going to give me one new character, one new weapon, and 2 new artifacts from random sets, but I get to pick the artifact within that set. Oh, and when and if I break into floor 9, I get 1 extra character, just as a bonus. And the only characters I'm going to start with in this are Traveler and Barber, who will each have a level 60 weapon, a Thrilling Tales and a Favonius sword, as well as 2 level 60 artifacts for the Traveler, but nothing for Barber. Even though Traveler only has 2 out of 5 artifacts and a level 60 weapon, that is more than enough to absolutely demolish floor 1 of the Spiral Abyss. This was not even meant for any level equipment, but as with all roguelites, you start out in the nice, comfortable beginning where things are slow, they're easy, it's light and breezy, everything's a cool, chill time until things start scaling out of control and you don't have your build online yet. Then you get screwed over and you die. And if at any point I die and fail a floor in this, it's over. Challenge is done. So with floor 1 out of the way, let's see what RNG blesses me with today. Stop on Beto, I don't need another healer already. Fuck. But now I get some artifacts, and those might, well, probably be even more important later on. As long as I get some good characters, put them on. And it looks like as long as it doesn't go to Clam, I'll be fine. I actually have some good archaic pieces. Not many, but a couple. And okay, I have a really good circlet that I can use. You know, the shitty thing about this is because everything is so random, I could never get a character to use this damn red horn. Equipped with a brand new Petra circlet for Traveler and a red horn that absolutely nobody can use yet and maybe never will, we go on to floor 2. Floor 2 is just another easy floor, tons of low-level monsters just breezing past it. So let's get to the point where RNG hopefully doesn't screw me over again. I mean, there's not that many healers, so I feel pretty good about not getting another one. Pain. It's probably just karma for all the times I shit on Chi-Chi on this channel. But now I have Traveler and 3 fucking healers. You gotta be kidding me. And I only did 1 artifact for the first floor, so I gotta do another one here. Noblesse is probably my best option. It's got my highest concentration of good artifacts thanks to just the strongbox pumping them out. And Thunder Soothers is absolutely one of my worst. Give me a good polearm or something. There's so many polearm characters and not a sack frags. Nobody's gonna use that except Kokomi. May as well see what exceedingly disappointing options I have for Thunder Soothers. English. I do have an Electro Goblet, but the problem with this challenge is I don't know who the hell I'm going to have. So I'm basically picking blindly here. I'm going to go with one of my better feather flowers, and attack percent is a really good stat for this because you never know what your crit ratio is going to look like, which is exactly why I think I'm going to go for a crit rate helmet or circlet. So I just I have at least a little some ratio and some options for hopeful DPS characters I get later. With another reward phase over with, Traveler and his merry band of healers runs off to the floor 3 of the Spiral Abyss to again slaughter low-level monsters that stand absolutely no chance. And with another piss-easy floor out of the way, we find ourselves back at the Wheel of Fuckery where I am running out of healers to screw me over with, which is getting dangerously close to Sayu, but luckily going past it, and Hu Tao I guess is fine. I have lots of healers to combat the self-healing, but I also have lots of healers to screw over the self-healing. But you know what? I will take a top tier DPS. That is a lot better than what I have. Please, not maidens. I have like nothing for that set. And this is the pain of RNG. What is with the healer shit? Ooh, I guess a Kilo would be nice if I could get that for Chi-Chi. Come on. It gives me all the healers. The least it can do is gear them for me. You know, I expected to get screwed over by RNG, but like, not this bad. I'm gonna end up forgetting that I did this to so many of my characters. This is my nightmare. My maidens options, they aren't the best. Definitely not the best. Better than Thunder. The hell's wrong with me with that word? Thunder Soothers. Didn't even get good off pieces when I was looking for Viridescent. As far as Lava Walkers go, Ganyu actually uses a Lava Walker's cup, but it's, I mean, I may never get a cryo character. I think I have an Hourglass, so yeah, I do. I'd rather have 1 attack percent Hourglass just kicking around. With a little bit of artifact reorganizing, I'm going to make Hu Tao the best DPS with a level 1 polearm that she can possibly be, which is not saying much. Luckily for me, we're still at the point where I only need 1 team, but I barely consider this a team as it is. The rate at which Hu Tao's running a stamina does not paint a bright future. The footage for this reward phase got lost somehow, but I got Rosaria, Emblem, Thunder Soothers, and a Scoured Blade that now that I'm editing, I realize I forgot to give it to anybody. Oh, what could have been? And now we're on to floor 5. That means we got 2 teams. Hu Tao, team captain for one, and against my better judgment, Geo Traveler for the other. I would use Rosaria, but I do need 2 polearms for that. Right now I have none. Geo Traveler will have to do for now. Talent levels alone are pretty much still destroying these floors. Absolutely. They don't really stand a chance. I mean, these weren't meant to be difficult. However, they are going to be what prepares me for later on, and I don't think that right now I'm near strong enough to take on even floor 9. At least not before I just want to throw in the towel because it's taken way too damn long. Don't need another fucking healer. She can barely even use the damn red horn with her crit rate. Oh, come on, deathmatch. Yes, that would be so good for Hu Tao. Even a crappy underlevel Crescent Pike would be better. Yes. My deathmatch may not be level 9 on this account, but it's a big improvement. Wanderers would be really good, but Petra, I think I have another good Petra piece, at least one more. You know, I wanted challenging, but this is starting to get this is a little ridiculous. Don't cheer for this, you stupid wheel. So Sayu gets a brand new shiny red horn from Ito. I desperately look for anything of value from my shitty Maiden's pieces, which I guess is a goddamn HP piece for attack substats or Kokomi, I don't fucking know. My Petra pieces have very little to offer, but there's an okay feather, and I don't really have many feathers right now. Hu Tao at least gets something resembling a real weapon, and I'm on to floor 7. 6? Yeah, 6. Hu Tao is still going to hang out on her own with her merry band of healers, while Sayu tries to be something of a kind of sub-DPS for Geo Traveler. That team's a mess. With the floor starting to increase, thankfully they're actually starting to throw some more meaningful mobs at me in this abyss, and my team's actually starting to do some decent damage. Hu Tao can actually do some burst stuff with the melts, and she's got a good weapon. Well, a good weapon compared to a level 1 blue. Things are starting to come together, and I'm starting to think that I might actually make it to like floor 11 or 12. Who knows? Oof, where this thing started to slow down is looking a little bit iffy. Ning Wong, I can't really support her. Geo can be a nice like element to have to break shields and stuff, but she's not going to do any damage with what I have, and she's, I don't know. Oh my god, no matter where this thing ends, I'm getting a bow that I can't use, and that, I guess, is my fault. I think I forgot to shuffle the weapons around. Certainly bad for now. Still no bow characters. I don't think I've ever hated maidens more than I do right now. I'm definitely not picking defense in hopes of getting like Noelle or Ito. Chances of that happening are just way too low. I actually think I have a Pyro Husk Cup that I could use or something. Maybe attack percent generic. Yeah, I do have a Pyro. Oh, it's not leveled. I didn't level it. Attack percent may not be ideal, but it is at least generic. You know, I was actually super worried about the Fatui. I thought my elemental spread would just be absolute dog shit, and I would not be able to clear these assholes, but I honestly got this pretty well covered. Yeah, that really wasn't that bad. What is with this wheel and sticking to this side of the board? Ooh, Sarah would be so good if it goes to Sarah. Come on. Yeah. Finally got news for the bows. And if it's Serpent Spine, I guess that's an upgrade over the Red Horn for Sayu, since, you know, a lot of crit damage is absolutely nothing without crit rate. Echoes and Emblem, you know, great. That's one of the best options. Now I'm just deciding which emblem piece I'm going to leave on her, and even though I took 2 crit hats, I think I'm going to leave her with her crit hat. And for the bow, I think I'll actually be able to get the crit rate to support this bow over Fading Twilight. And I know I have a Pyro Cup for Echoes because Yomi uses it, and Hu Tao is going to love that. And I'm going to swap some artifacts around because Sarah is going to be my new main DPS, at least on the team that Hu Tao is not on, because I would way rather use Sarah than Traveler. This floor is going to be a cakewalk. Sarah's going to shred her flower and Hu Tao is going to shred hers. Man, I forgot how many Abyss mages were in these early Abyss floors. This is just ridiculous. Hu Tao drops her Red Divine like a sack of fucking bricks, because I mean, come on, it's Hu Tao versus a Cryo Red Divine. And the moment Sarah finally gets her goddamn burst, just the same to hers. And now we finally graduated the baby Abyss. Yeah, I'm not even using him. Nope. That slightly makes up for it. Holy shit, this is, oh my god, so close. You know what? Bowlight is fine. One of the best feathers I own, period, is Bowlight. I like both the options that it looks like this is going to land on. Venti is fantastic to have for 9 and 10. Picked up one of my more balanced Wanderer's Flowers and my best Bowlight Feather. And on to floor 9, where right away the benefits of having Venti are immediately apparent. Even though this is floor 9, this floor, well, this chamber specifically would have been an absolute nightmare if I had never gotten Hu Tao. Single target damage from Kokomi is rather low, and she probably would have been my best alternative. That being said, I'm still not used to having to spend this much stamina on Hu Tao. Normally, you know, I got Homa, I got C1, mean, a 1E at most with right supports, anything like this would just die. You don't actually have to go through multiple rotations, if ever more than one. If not for Venti, I don't think I would have been able to use Sarah on this floor. She would have, fighting two Sisson mages with Sarah would have been a nightmare. I have no shielder to stop them from interrupting my charge attacks, and that wouldn't be fun. Luckily, Venti and Sarah actually have pretty good synergy together. Obviously, would never has been a real team, like in this way, but in this challenge, it's working like a dream. Wheel's really loading me up with the cryo characters, but you know, Chongyun can apply a pretty decent amount of cryo, so that might come in handy. Holy shit, the Spindle would be such a disaster. Well, I can leave his weapon on him at least. Man, why couldn't I have gotten Clam every time I got Maidens? Just feels like a slap in the face this late in the run. Ugh, I don't have much from that set. Much like with the Bowlight set, Bloodstain has one of my best feathers, so may as well take that thing. Luckily, I actually picked up some offset goblets while I was farming the Hustamane from the Clam set, so I can at least take a cryo cup for the cryo characters I now have an overabundance of. Floor 10 really has a chance of being a pain in the ass, all thanks to the Herald and the Lector. I have the elements to deal with them, it's just, they may not be the best characters for the job, you know, but I'm dealing with what I got. I know they're not exactly meant to be challenging, but I'm actually kind of surprised still getting full stars for these floors. Once again, thanks to Venti, a floor like this was an absolute breeze. Without it, probably would have been a bit of a nightmare. Most of these Fatui would have gotten their shields off, and yeah, it did take me forever to kill a single Pyro Agent with just 2 Tau. This floor has been a goddamn nightmare. You know, never have I ever actually had to worry about the leaders of the floor healing the other things. And great, now I've killed Chongyun. I don't even know who the leader is. I would assume it's the Sisson mage, but she's the one I'm having trouble killing because she's a goddamn Electro character. My main DPS is Electro here. Losing Chongyun is really gonna hurt me when I have to fight the Herald. I actually had 2 cryo characters for her. Now I have just Rosaria, which she'll be fine, I guess, but it's gonna be a bit of a slow battle. Definitely not gonna get 30 or full stars for that one. This one shouldn't be that bad at all. Hu Tao is actually one of my favorite characters to take out an Abyss Lector with. The energy drain doesn't really mean a lot on her. Her burst is great, and the healing is appreciated, especially when my Chi-Chi can't heal shit. Ah, fuck. These floors are starting to get awfully deathy. With my Chi-Chi's healing being so low, I really got to be careful here and just, you know, not kill off any more people, because this Lector's still got a lot of shield left, and, you know, Hu Tao isn't exactly the best at keeping herself alive. Just die, you son of a bitch. Finally, now on to the worst one. And I'm just going to breeze right on by this one. It wasn't nearly as interesting, you know, it's just slowly freezing a Herald to death with a single cryo character, that being Rosaria, so, you know, not the best, but did it. Just didn't do it in time, sadly. Oh, come on. Anything it hits here is amazing. Yes, come on, Yulan. Yes. I don't like that I have to take off all her gear for this, but I love that I have her for this. So, you know, pros and cons. And I have her bow already. Yeah, looks like Chi-Chi's getting her best in slot. First and only time I'll ever be happy that Chi-Chi's getting anything. More Bloodstained and Echo. I'm a dum-dum and I forgot to switch the OBS scenes to actually go to the roar part, but I picked up this Bloodstained Helm for Yulan, which included giving the Aqua Simulacra to her, and Sar's now using the Fading Twilight. Got the Zekko's Flower as well as a Bloodstained Circlet. In English is my first language, I promise, which just makes that a little bit more sad. Even more sad when it's my only language. Chi-Chi gets her sword, and now we're on to Whopper Flower Hell. You know, I accidentally left Venti out of this, and I completely forgot that I gotta defend a stupid thing for this, but at least, you know, the health doesn't matter. We're not going for perfect stars here, just clearing it at all. And thanks to Yulan, clearing this side was just easy as shit. Honestly, it didn't even take that much damage. Like, the other side has so much wiggle room for failure and fuck-ups. It's, you know, praise Yulan. Wow. I only screwed this side up by 1%. Just 1%. Oh well, a win is a win. Yulan makes so much of this a cakewalk. Even if I hadn't gotten her bow and I was just stuck using Fading Twilight, I think she probably would have been one of the best characters I could have gotten, probably because she's one of my most invested, being double crowned with a level 9 attack. Ito would have been amazing too, but I don't have artifacts for him. Like, you can't just stuff him with attack. He wouldn't scale very well, and I don't know if he'd do okay with just a red horn. This floor is getting a little dicey. Oh, god damn it. I don't need her, but not having access to melt, that kind of hurts. And somehow that was still cleared on time. This floor right here, this is a floor that would have been an absolute godforsaken nightmare without Yulan. She is a godsend for these assholes. They like to spread out so much, and she can just group them all up with her skill. Like, look how convenient this is. She may not be hitting the hardest like she usually would if she was actually geared, but you know, for this challenge, she's doing great. Corrosion has really done a number on my team, though. You know, I swap out to Sarah or Chung Yin and they're fucking dead. Yep, I saw that one coming, but this is the last, yeah, it's the last chamber. After dealing with a bunch of spicy puppies armed with corrosion that I am grossly underprepared for in this challenge, the second chamber was just an absolute joke. It's just an electro launcher roll and then a couple elemental vishaps. It's just a little bit time consuming because these guys like to spread out and Hu Tao's AoE is bad enough as it is. You know, it almost feels a little bit too late in the run to even include anyone, least of all Xin Yan. She can sail a bench with Kaya. Well, Stringless would have been exciting for Venti if he's actually useful in floor 12. Yeah, more shit for Venti. Let's gear him up to sit on the bench. Vermilion's alright. I got a couple okay pieces. I'm just gonna take a flower for Chi-Chi because she actually needs some goddamn HP, so maybe she doesn't die. I kind of need to rely on my healers a little bit here. Having enough single target for these bosses, that is going to be a challenge. Even though Hu Tao is normally a goddess at that, she's certainly not in this challenge particular. She is doing okay at best. I always forget that the Whopper Flowers are on floor 12 and not 11. I don't know why I always think they're on 11, but regardless, this is going to suck ass. And after 3 long minutes of Hu Tao just huffing and puffing, running out of stamina, the first half of this chamber is done and I've already botched the time limit to absolutely nobody's surprise, I'm sure. Ah, fuck. This is only the first chamber. That's not good. Now this side is just a cakewalk. Ruin Guards, Ruin Graders, 2 of my absolute favorite things to fight in this game. Big old punching bags. Like, most of their attacks are really easy to dodge, and I got Yelan on this fucking team, so it's like a much-deserved vacation after the last chamber was just annoying as shit. That, and, you know, Rosaria died. Again. Poor girl really needs to learn how to survive without gear. Well, once again, didn't make the time, I don't think. Yeah, definitely messed that one up. This floor shouldn't be so bad. It's cryo enemies and a Hu Tao, but at the same time, for fuck's sakes. He definitely wasn't important for this floor. He's not going to do anything to these things, but I'm still worried about getting afflicted with cryo and just running out of stamina way too much and then just not being able to dodge shit because Kokomi's healing, it's not up to this level right now. It's pretty weak. I'm a little worried about the launcher. You know, one wrong dodge and you're dead. One of the few enemies in this game that actually has true kind of one-shot potential. I can at least dodge the first charge of my burst. That at least keeps me safe from that. Oh, fuck. That is not good. I can't be stationary. The damage the cage does is bad enough. Oof, just took a big fucking hit, and the ice is chipping me down. Kokomi might freeze me, so that's really bad. But I still gotta heal, so it's kind of fucking lose-lose. I'm used to bursting law trolls down first, but I think I gotta go for the slime, just to single it down to one enemy, so I don't take any extra chip damage. When in this low, anything could kill. Well, of all the floors to fail on, this is not what I expected. Kokomi's not doing this. I don't even think she can kill this thing in the time limit. You know, on the plus side, I don't have to fight Magu Kinky or Perpetual Mechanical Array with weak-ass teams, but I'm a failure. I hope you enjoyed this because I am not going to enjoy fixing my characters for the next hour. Links to my Patreon, YouTube membership, and Discord are down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Too much time to determine.